Alrighty, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing my ranking of the Wrong Turn series. So if you've been watching my past few reviews that I've been doing, I've covered Wrong Turn 1 through 6. As I've said in many of those videos, I will not be doing the Wrong Turn the Foundation in this one. That one to me definitely is its own film. I think it stands alone from the rest of the series. It's a very good movie. I do really enjoy it, and but I definitely think it deserves its own video, and if I ranked that one in this, it would probably be number one because I really enjoyed that movie a lot. But having said that, I am going to do Wrong Turn 1 through 6 because, like I said, the newest one, The Foundation, it doesn't really fit with the vibe with all this, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, I'm like I said, not going to include it in this ranking. So just getting that out of the way. I said that in a lot of the other videos, but so this is going to be from worst to best, the ones that I care the least about. It's not really very shocking or very different from a lot of other people's rankings, and if you've been watching my videos, you'll probably know which one is going to be where. So starting off with number 6 as the worst, it is going to be Wrong Turn 6, The Last Resort. This one just, like I said, it really, as I said in my review, you could really tell that it was just running out of steam. The whole franchise was kind of losing traction, I guess, and they were trying something different, which I really respect them for doing that. But this movie, it did not really do it for me. It had basically zero budget, and it kind of to me, it felt like the plot was written and the wrong turn stuff was kind of added later. It might have been a better movie if it had just focused on the without the cannibal family mixed in there and done its own thing, if this had been its own movie. But anyway, that's just kind of how I feel about it. I'll still always add it to a marathon, but it's definitely not the best, not to me. So number 5 is going to be Wrong Turn 3, Left 4 Dead. Yes, I do not really care for this one too much, just because pretty much all the kills in this movie are CGI, which is nothing new, but it's rough, and that's not the only reason this one is so low. I don't really care for the plot in this one as much as some of the rest of them, which, what little plot some of them have, there's not much of one usually. Some of the kills were pretty creative in this movie, but overall, it just really didn't do it for me. I didn't give a damn about any of the characters. I didn't give a damn about their motivations. I like the idea that they were going for, but I just don't like. Again, I don't like the way they executed it. I like the ending to this movie, though. The ending's not too bad. It's kind of a twist ending. But yeah, Wrong Turn 3 is number 5. So number 4 is going to be Wrong Turn 5, Bloodlines. So I actually, when I sat down and watched this one the last time, I actually enjoyed this one a little bit more than I expected. And in my review, I was kind of harsh on it. And I'm still kind of harsh on it, to be honest with you. But this one is still fun to watch. I don't mind throwing this one on. It's really goofy. The acting's pretty bad. But I do like Doug Bradley in this one. I like, that it takes place on Halloween. I like the again, I like the plot of this one, but it's just some places where it falls flat, the whole town is basically completely deserted, and, just some stuff like that, but we get some really good kills in this movie nonetheless, and it is still a fun watch. Sorry, I'm so sniffly, it's this cold weather, I apologize, but yeah, so this one, it's not terrible, but it's not great either, but like I said, I'm not going to skip that one for sure. Alrighty, so this is what, number 4? Yeah, number 4. This is going to actually be Wrong Turn 4, Bloody Beginnings. So if you've watched my review, or if you've watched my reviews, this one, like I said, it has a special place in my heart, which is why it's so high up on the list. But I really do just enjoy this one. I love the aesthetic. I love the atmosphere of this movie. I really kind of like the plot that they had going for it. It was definitely it's the first of the prequel films that they did. But I really enjoyed this one a lot. Most of the acting is pretty bad. We do get some pretty rough looking CG in this, but it's still it is still a fun movie. And like I said, it always, I always feel like depending on where you watch it, when you watch it, how you watched it, whatever have you, really plays a big factor in, how much you enjoy a movie. And this one, like I said, is very nostalgic for me. And it really, holds a special place in my heart when I watch it. I love putting this one on a cold day or a cold night, and just throwing this on and kicking back and just laughing at that movie. But I enjoy that one. Alrighty, so what are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've gone completely out of order. So this is actually number 2. The last one was number 3. This is number 2. I'm sorry. I went kind of backwards on that. So number 2 is going to be the original Wrong Turn. So I guess some people might be surprised because this seems to be a lot of people's favorite. This one and the second one. And I've seen this one, not all the time, but I have seen this one at number 1 usually on some other people's rankings that I've seen in the past. And that's nothing against this movie. It is definitely the one of the best in the franchise. But it's just like I said with The Foundation, it kind of stands on its own in a way. Just because I don't know, it's kind of complicated for me to explain, I guess, or at least I don't have the words to explain it right now. But this one, it's definitely a great movie. It's a great way to kick off the franchise. But I really appreciate the kind of cheesy goofiness that Wrong Turn got into, after this one. But it's definitely a solid film. I went back and forth to put this one or this next one as number 1, and the next one definitely took the cake. And that is, almost dropped that. And that one, number 1, is Wrong Turn 2: Dead End. This one is so ridiculous, so much fun, so gory, campy. This is just a really fun movie, and like I said, this one's kind of nostalgic for me as well. It'll always kind of hold a special place in my heart, and it's always a fun watch. I always look forward to watching this one. I always find myself, out of all of them, usually putting this one on, just to watch. This one and probably 4 are the ones that I'll watch without doing like a marathon. If that makes any sense. Just for nostalgic reasons. And I don't know if everybody else loves this movie, as much as I do, but I really love some Wrong Turn 2. It's a great time, fun movie. I can't recommend it enough. It's a blast to watch. That one is definitely my number 1. Like I said, I went back and forth on it for a minute between the first one and the second one, but I decided to go with the second one. So there they are in order of worst. In this situation, it's best to worst, in my opinion. But yeah, that's all of them. We finally did it. We finally finished it. So now I'm going to move on to some other things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, all these reviews. I've got a list coming up for anybody that's interested, having to do with the holidays. So we'll get into that at some point. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day. Goodbye.